Essence, thank you for joining me on Living My Best Life 2025. You will know that for the last three conversations, I've been talking about wealth generation. But I've been talking about wealth generation not just from a financial standpoint, but from four main topics. And so today is the final part. If you haven't listened, I encourage you to go back. I talked about wealth generation from a physical wealth standpoint, which talks about your health. I talked about wealth generation from time, your time standpoint. Have you got time wealth to spend all the assets and things that you build up? Have you got the time to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor? And then the last one, I talked about relationships, a relationship wealth, because your network is your net worth. Today, I want to talk about the most obvious one of all of that, which is your financial wealth. When it comes to financial wealth, we're talking about your assets. We're talking about the businesses that you're building. We're talking about stocks, bonds, shares, savings, all of those things, your career, the monies that you make. It's very important that we talk about those types of wealth, because again, some people don't even have the assets or the resources and can have all the time in the world, and that leads to problem on its own as well. And some people have the relationships, but they don't even know how to leverage those relationships to become into something else, to help themselves generate wealth. So it's also very important that we generate wealth. So this is the final part, and I'm sure a lot of the time when we talk about wealth, that's what people know. So again, where are you investing your money? How are you leveraging your money? How are you using your money? How are you building assets? So wealth generation, your wealth that you're generating. Again, one of the things that mean a lot to me is the wealth that we are generating. We shouldn't just generate it just enough for your generation. There are people that God has linked to you that your wealth will bless them. Your family, how is your wealth blessing them? The Bible says that a great man leaves behind an inheritance for his family. So how are you generating your wealth? How are you looking after your wealth? How are you looking after the assets? How are you increasing? Some of us walked into certain assets that were passed on to us by our parents and grandparents. What state are you leaving those assets in? Are you increasing them? Are you improving them? Are you adding onto it? And are you leveraging? I mean, I was listening to this man of God who says, my mother bought 7 houses and now I own over 700 houses. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. His mother was able to buy 7 houses. He quadrupled those in exponential value, 700. What are you doing? And so it's not just receiving, but what are you leaving behind for the next generations and generations to come? So that is my advice. If you haven't listened, go back and listen to all 4. We talked about I talked about the 4 wealth generation, generating the physical wealth, generating the time relationship, time wealth. We talked about social wealth, and now we're talking about financial wealth. And I think that maybe I will do a 5th one that talks about spiritual wealth, which is the most important of all. So come back for part 5. Let's talk about spiritual wealth.